This is where the Vikings had great meals, parties, where you would sacrifice and loot to the gods. And it would also show respect to the chieftain here at Borg, Lofotr Viking.
OK， 我们现在在这个地方就是以前他们维京部落他们这个等于说他们聚会庆典的这个地方，聚会庆典的这个地方。那这个通常就是有的时候他们会有一些这个仪式，然后还有就是这个头目也会就是在这边就是带领就是大家。
Now here at Borg, we believe that one of the most important gods was the god standing here, Odin.
在这个以前维京人就是他们信奉就是改信这个基督教之前，他们都是属于这个多神教就是所谓我们有听过的这个北欧神话北欧神话。北欧神话最希腊的神话大家应该都有听过，希腊神话的那个天王是谁？就是宙斯。北欧神话的话，他们那个最高的就是最奥丁。对，就是奥丁头领奥丁。
The reason why Odin was been the most important god here at Borg is because it said that Olaf Tvennebruni, our chieftain, was a descendant. And it's very important for all chieftains and men of power in the Viking Age to show their lineage to the gods. Now, Olaf Tvennebruni was a rich and powerful chieftain that lived here, and we are certain of this because of a certain material we found here. And that material is glass.
奥丁就是当时呢，他们以前维京人，他们就是信奉这个神话，因为他们把这个奥丁就是当成最崇拜的，因为奥丁他其实就是给予这个权力的，他是属于就是那种战神的。然后这个在
Glass is a symbol of wealth in the Viking Age.
玻璃的话就是象征的，就是在当时他们在维京时代的话，象征这个财富
The reason why glass was such a wealthy product was because the Vikings did not know how to produce it. All glass that we find in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland has to be imported from Germany, Italy, or France in the Viking Age.
在当时，因为北欧的这些国家里面，他们是没有这种材料的东西，矿物的玻璃的这种矿物，所以他们所有的都是从可能德国意大利这些地方去拿回来的，所以它象征的就是他们的这个财富、权利。
Now this just showcases that the people of Norway, especially Lofotr, had a rich and vast trading network. But it even goes further than Italy, because we have also found silk here in Norway, and in the northern Norway, silk that stems from China.
好，然后这个甚至就是在当时罗浮敦呢，它是一个就是在当时维京时代，他们是等于说最繁荣的，因为他们的这个贸易也做得非常，就是海上贸易或者是人家说是去打劫都好，就是他们以前航行的是最远，然后从哪里可以知道，就是他们在这里就是有挖到就是找到的东西呢是有丝绸，丝绸的话当然就是一定是他们可能到了这个南边的地方，然后跟东边有做贸易的一些这个城市那边才拿回来的。
Now, in the original country where this glass comes from, Germany or France or Italy, this was used as oil lamp to light up houses.
这个玻璃的这个容器呢，这个是可能是从德国或者是意大利、法国找到拿回来，但是他们这个是以前他们用来点油灯的，点油灯的。
The Vikings, however, were a bit more heavy drinkers, so they used these glass to drink mead, honeyed wine, or wine itself. And after about 2 or 3 glasses of this, you start to see the gods.
然后这个他们也是用这个就是来喝，比如说喝牛奶或者是喝葡萄酒等等那这个喝了几杯之后呢，他们就会开始看到这个神。
Now, the way that the Vikings managed to acquire all of these riches was, well, here at least, was due partly to the stockfish. Now, the stockfish is a very nutritious fish. It's cod and has been dried for approximately 3 months. And it does not mold. It has vitamin C, so it's very good on the ocean when you have no fruits.
好，所以在当时他们主要的一个就是食物来源也是就是主要的产业也是捕鱼然后这个鱼的话，就是他们以前如果出海的话，他们也会把它就是风干然后3个月，等它干了之后带到这个船上使用，然后它这个风干它也就是不会发霉。
Now, there are many ways to eat this. One way is to simply rip off a piece and start chewing on it. It is stockfish, it does not mold, so it is completely fine. This, however, has been in the house for 10 to 15 years. I would not recommend eating this one.
好，然后他们这个风干的这个鳕鱼的话，就是有很多方式去吃它。那有一种方式就是把它撕下来，慢慢咬这样子然后他说这个呢，你看它可以保存这么久，它这个已经放了10到15年了所以他说这个不要吃这一个。
Now, stockfish itself is not the main source of riches, but because it is very light, it does not mold, and in case of emergency, can be used as a weapon.
他说当然这个除了就是可以当然吃之外就是也可以当成就是武器。
Now, the main source of riches that the chieftain would have had here would have come from pelts of reindeer, the skin of whale tusks, whale fat, and anything of the ocean could offer here in the North Atlantic.
好，然后另外一个他们主要的这个食物来源还有这个经济，就是也是这个驯鹿，驯鹿。鱼的话当然是他们这个其中一个他们的食物来源。那另外一个很重要的就是驯鹿驯鹿的话对他们很重要是，除了它可以吃它的肉之外它的毛，它的就是油就是全部都可以用就是它的毛皮可以拿来保暖。可以做鞋子，可以做就是任何东西它的骨头也可以拿来做一些器具，所以驯鹿对他们来讲也是更重要的。
Now, the riches that the chieftain here acquired allowed him to build this house that originally stood in this place from the year 600 to the year 950. 600 after Christ to 950.
他说大概这个地方就是大约是这个西元600年西元600年开始就是建造的，600到就7世纪到10世纪左右，西元后600年到900年。
So this house stood here a little bit before the Viking Age, and it was torn down a little bit before the Viking Age ended. As the Viking Age started with the Battle of Lindisfarne, a raid of the monastery in England in 793, and they say it ended with the Battle of Stamford Bridge in England around the year 1066.
他说这个地方所以它是大概是7世纪到9世纪，所以它其实比这个维京时代还要再更早一点开始有定居在这个地方这个维京时代的话他们一般就是大概是讲他们就是进到英格兰那个地方西元793年那时候开始。793西元793年，他们就进攻，就是开始打英格兰。
So, with that in mind, of all the riches that the chieftain here managed to acquire, there was other things that made Warwick such a habitable place, and that was the fact that you could actually grow barley, corn, here outside, even though we are past the Nordic cycle.
在这个早期的时候呢，如果就是夏天的时候外面的话，其实他们还是也是，虽然说在这个北极圈内在这个北极圈内，但是他们在夏天的时候外面呢，他们那个草地还是可以种一些像这个麦这些都是。
Now, the production of barley would have allowed the Vikings to make bread. However, making bread is a timely and costly process, and you're not always going to get good bread from barley. And especially when you're using stone to make it into flour, you're going to get a lot of sand and file down your teeth if you eat a lot of bread. So the Vikings did the thing that they do best. They made it into beer, and they drank it.
好，然后在这些，当然我们知道一般来讲就是大麦这些，他们一般就是拿来做面包。好，那因为在这个地区呢，他们就是用石头，就是如果要把它磨麦的话，就是都会有一些杂石在里面，所以他们就是与其把它做成面包的，他们把它酿造成啤酒。
Now, the beer of the Viking Age would have been varying in strength from approximately 1% alcohol to close to 12% alcohol, and everyone drank it. Even the kids, as soon as they were 2 or 3 years old, they had to start drinking beer.
好，然后这个啤酒他们的浓度有从大概1%到12%，所以是所有的人都喝啤酒 ，even 就是2、3岁的小孩也开始就喝这个啤酒。
Something that still seems to remain some places in Norway. Didn't hear that from me.
所以有些这个地方在挪威有一些传统还是这样子保留。
Now, you have some time still to visit the museum, to see the exhibition, and to truly enjoy being a Viking here in the museum. This is a living museum. Here you can try on helmets, try on the chainmail, take pictures with the swords and axes, release your inner Viking. However, do not kill each other when you're exploring the house.
他说，剩下这边有一些时间我们可以，他说这个就是一个生活博物馆然后你们可以去尝试任何的，就是你看到器具啊，或者是你想要尝试都可以就是大家可以去体验一下然后这个维京人的这个生活然后只要不要杀了彼此就好了。
Now, I hear that you're going to be traveling much further after this as well. So, in order to have your safe journeys, we should also invoke the name of Odin, so he may guide you on your path and keep your skies clear. Can you repeat after me? Odin!
Odin.
他说这个就是他。
Odin!
Odin.
然后这是一个起伏的游戏，一个仪式啦，我们要大家跟着他，就是这个仪式这样子。
Yes, come on, 1, 2, 3. Odin! I believe even the guards would hear that one. Great job.
就是现在基督教他们是说祷告，以前他们多神教他们就是用这样的方式去做这个祈求他的保佑，祈求奥丁的这个保佑。
Now, if you're interested to see more about the Norse mythology, we have a room all the way at the far end. We call it the Yggdrasil room. It's where we showcase some Norse mythology aspects. And if you want to see the crafts and the daily lives of the Vikings, head into the common area. Now, if you still want to stay here and praise the gods, stay here in the feast hall and enjoy your stay.
好，等一下我们就是自由活动然后这一边的话就是两边它都有可以过去，因为它是一个长屋嘛然后两边的话它都有一些这个展示然后有一些比如说他们的生活的一些这种这个用品等等就是都可以就是有一些展示间都可以去看
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm here for questions if you need to have them.
如果大家有就是对这个围巾的有一些就是博物馆或者有任何其他的问题都可以就是再问一下我们的这个乌了10点半现在然后我